Hello and welcome everyone here in Brazil, Sao Paulo, Interlagos. Round 11 of 12 of GT Sports in ISRL Esports. So, before we begin, we have some new faces here. We have IGKX joining us tonight. We have also ISRL Card. We have Dantenorio from last week. We have GamerDad from last week, Sweet Crown, and we have a Speed Freak, Dantenorio, and Deathpool, the winner from last race. So he's holding the best time from the practice, but it should be start the qualifying in a couple of seconds from now. It gives me a little bit of time for the standings. After round 10 of 12, we have Sweet Cone still on the first place with 162 points, followed by Gamer at 13 with 158. Then Tonori is on third with 153, so it's really close in the front. Then we have Deathpool with 76 points. It's Clem, so he's not joining. He is on 5th with 66 points. We have Puked, so he's also not attending. He is sitting on 6th with 60 points. Pretzels, he should be in. Yeah, he is in. He got 50 points. D. Roberts with 46 points. Smithy Jr., I hope he is attending tonight as well. He got also 46 points. Speed Freak sitting on 10th with 23 points. Cover, ISRL Cover is on 5, is with 5 points on P11, so he needs points. And we have JMO Mario. I don't know if he is attending. I hope so. He's sitting on 12 with 2 points, and ISRL Mushroom, and the last name is still unspeakable. They're sitting on 13 and 14 with 0 points. Yeah, we have the couple of seconds here for the practice. See some guys still coming out. And I now have the message that our admin just started the qualifying. So I hope we see a good race here tonight. We have a 10 minutes qualifying, followed by a 50 minutes race time. So Dantenorio is already leaving the pit lane. Like I said, we have 10 minutes time for everyone to set a good qualifying time. So we have also 8 drivers tonight, same like last week. On BMW I've ever seen. This question is, can Deathpool making another victory tonight? But we all know, don't know if you guys remember, we had a really nice Brazilian race in Tier 4, Tier 3, Tier 2 and Tier 1 like 2 weeks ago. So I hope that GT guys can keep up with that. Antonio is now starting his hot lap. With clearly everybody is out on track right now. He's slightly missed the apex. Here, so he's probably going for a second one in this short qualifying. The infield is really tactical, short braking, carrying speed into the next turn, to the last turn before we're going to the long straightaway. It's more like a curve or two turns on, and he set a 130. That is set a 130 as well. Deathpool is first now. Sweet Crown, he's on 4th. Gamerdead, he's followed by X or X in his Porsche. We also have Carter, his teammate, I think. But he has traffic, so he's probably going for another one. Then we have Speed Freak in his Mazda. So yeah, we have Deathpool again with the fastest qualifying lap so far. And the question is, how about the tire wear in GT Sport? I don't have much experience about this, but D'Antonio is setting a 137, but is still on second place. Pretzels and Deathpool in the pits, also as Gamerdead is in the pits. And we have the best. Okada is driving a 134, Speedfreak is driving a 134 as well. Deathpool is out with a new fresh set of tires, but he's in traffic. Sweet Crown and his teammate Pretzels is straight in front of him, and followed by Speed Freak and Kara, so we don't have much of space in front of him. Also, Sao Paulo is really cloudy tonight, so it should be interesting. Maybe we have rain. Just 4 minutes left. Can Deathpool improve his lap time, or can D'Antonio getting an even better one? I'm not quite sure what would be the best qualifying time around this track in GT Sports. He's going with a 138, sitting on third. 133.6 by Carter, so he is improving little by little, but he is on 6 now. He passes Ix and Speed Freak. There is no improvement by Deathpool. Sweet Crown got a time penalty. I hope it's not affecting him in his qualifying. He got 1.9 seconds to serve. It's quite a massive penalty there. But he sets a good sector too. But now he has 2.3 seconds penalty. And he is going into the pits right now. And now he improved his lap time a little, but he is still on second place. Speedpeak sets a 134.2 and is now on 7. Oh, he got a little moment there, D'Antonio in his BMW. But he get luck. He don't have any traffic in front of him. And we have 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in this qualifying. The second last qualifying in this GT Sport season. Antonio had 7,000 though, best, his personal best. It's not the best overall, but yeah. He's now coming to start finish, and what he get? Now that was close. At the 130.5. Still 2/10 down to Deathpool's time, so it looks like he is dominating the qualifying sessions so far since Branchett and now here. Sitcon is out again, so he's setting the last lap. We have 5 seconds to go, and he also is good in sector 1. You know, we have it, final lap. So everyone has to finish his lap, and we will see. At the moment we have Deathpool on first, D'Antonio on second, Sweetcorn on third, Pretzels, his teammate, is on fourth, Gamer that is fifth, Cover is sixth, Speedpeak is 7, and IGKX or X is on 8. Our pole position lap time at the moment is 1 minute 30.320. But Sweet Crown, he improved over 2/10 in sector 2 on his personal lap time. And he stays on snow. He's going second with a 130.4. D'Antonio couldn't improve, so everyone looks like is done. Was nearly a train. Yeah, everyone is slow. Oh, this qualifying done. There we have the standings shortly. Let's go to the race. Autodromo de Interlagos in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Here's our starting grid. Deathpool first, Sweetcorn second, D'Antonio on third, Pretzels on fourth, Gamerdead on fifth, Carver on sixth, Speedpeak 7, and Ix on 8. Same grid as last week, so I hope we can get a really exciting race tonight. Good start from Deathpool, but he is under pressure by Sweet Crown. D'Antonio stays on third. side by side with Sweetcorn. And Pretzels had a brilliant start there. He just passed his teammate and D'Antonio. Oh, Pretzels struggling right now. He gets passed by Gamerdad, his teammate, and D'Antonio as well. And it gives Deathpool another advantage early in the race, because he can set sail again. Oh, D'Antonio is struggling. So fifth, there's someone out. It's a Sweetcorn. So he lost his car in the infield. Now has to go all the way back up in front, so it cost a lot of time. After the first lap, Deathpool with already 1.6 seconds lead before Gamerdad, but he's under pressure by Pretzels. He's trying it outside and he's going through. Center S, side by side, little touch, but Gamerdad stays in front for now. Another side by side. So Pretzels is a little faster on the straightaways, and he's now second place. But this should be an interesting fight for the next 47 minutes. Really interesting as well as what strategies we will have. Yeah, Gamer is not giving up, so he stays in the pace. He might have a little more advantage in the infield, but Pretzels is really much faster on the straightaways. Start finish, and yeah, the straightaway after the center S. Antonio is driving on fourth by 1.3 seconds gap. Yeah, Pretzels has the advantage on the straightaway. He's much faster, and it looks like he's 2.6 seconds already. D'Antonio is still on fourth, but he got no chance at the moment to come closer. Sweetcorn back to fifth already. He's fighting with Carter. So the Nissans are looking pretty pacey on the straightaways. Things of high speed, and we have someone with a time penalty. It is X. He got a 1.2 second time penalty there, and he's fighting with Speed Freak for 7th position. But he needs to get rid of his time penalty there. There might be a touch. Side by side action in the infield. But he needs to slow down a bit. This could be really interesting in the end of the race if you have a 1 second time penalty is huge. You have to really slow down there. But he got more than 45 minutes left to serve that penalty. Is already under 1 second, and he is still fighting side by side. He's cutting the corner there. And now he got 1 second on additional time penalty now. So he's back to the roots. 1.4 seconds, so I hope he can get rid of the penalties before the end of the race. A really fightful start of the race. Carter is now over 3.7 seconds behind Sweet Crown. Our championship leader, he's driving on 5th after his unfortunate mistake in the infield. Don't know, was there a collision with someone or was it his own mistake? As I like always miss the good battles here. I really do have to apologize, but we have a fight for second place now. Presless is in second, Gamer that's still on his diffuser. Presless is struggling a little bit. Tenorio, we are coming closer. He's only 1.8 seconds behind GamerDad. Yeah, and he has to not only to look on Pretzel's car in front of him, he has also to look into his mirrors, because we had that fight in Brands Hatch more than 3 or 4 times. It could be interesting. Who is making mistakes? Pretzel is coming right out there, misses the apex. This is now under really pressure of GamerDad. They're now going side by side again. Oh, Presless is struggling. Might be his rear tires are a little bit worn out. But it is now, but Presless has a lot of advantage on the straightaway, so he can come closer. The Nissan's really fast on the straightaways. Really good high speed tonight. And he is now back. And he's going from the outside into the ZRS, and it looks good by now. I hope those guys giving us a battle for a lifetime here. And then Tenorio on 4th. Sweetcorn is driving his own race at the moment, but he looks like he's coming. Yeah, he's coming closer. A little bit, at least. Cover is 7.6 seconds behind Sweet Crown, but 9.7 seconds in front of Ike's. I have to apologize if I'm speaking out that name a little bit wrong, but he got a 2.9 second time penalty to serve now, and he's so he's struggling, but he is still in front of Speed Peak by at least 3.7 seconds. He's ghosting all the time. So instead of serving all the penalties, he is even gaining more penalties there. Let's go back to the fight for second place. Look how much faster he is on the straightaways. He's almost gone, but in the infield, GamerDad and Tenorio coming closer. Now he's going wide. I hope he's not getting a penalty there. And he got 0.5 of a second with pressure from GamerDad, and now he's coming even more wide. But he stays on second place. But now with 1.4 seconds additional time penalty. It's crazy, you know. Last week we didn't had any time penalties in the race, and now it is going to be penalty crazy, maybe. And Street Code is now under 3 seconds behind those battle for the second place. And Press was again faster on the straightaway. But Gamer Dad might getting a better exit. Yeah, he got. Now is a BMW behind him. So what's the speed difference between those? Not much. The Princess has still 1.4 seconds to serve. I mean, it's not bad if you have a time penalty, but if you are going close to the end of the race, you have a time penalty. It's gonna be hurt you in the process. So you know, it is almost side by side now. And this all letting Sweetcorn going back into the fight for second place here. He's coming closer and closer. He's now 2.8 seconds behind Pretzels. He almost lost third. So who is faster on the straightaway? Looks like, yeah. The Nissan GTs are really good and high speed here in Interlagos. So in Gamer Dad is by almost 1 second in front of Persons now. Oh, he's struggling again. Let's look at our leader. He is 7.8 seconds in front of everyone else. Another masterpiece of him. Making no mistakes, driving consistently around the track. But D'Antonio got the fastest lap time. But I think the drivers don't get any additional points for fastest lap times in the race. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Gamer is almost gone. We have a fight for third. Pretzel still with a 9/10 time penalty and under pressure from D'Antonio. Sweet Crown is coming closer and closer. Yeah, Sweetcorn is coming. He's by not even 2 seconds anymore. He's at 1.7, 1.6 seconds. But D'Antonio is now making a lot of pressure to Pretzels there. He is really fast in the infield. He's going to the inside. No. He's now, they touched a little bit. This might be a little bit too aggressive from D'Antonio there, because Persis lost it with another time penalty. Yeah. So he's now under pressure from his teammate. Oh, Precious, he's losing his bag right in front of his teammate. And now he's going with the inside. So we have a fight between teammates here. I hope it's going well. Pretzels is now free of time penalties. Congratulations to him. But he's under really pressure of his teammate. Yeah. Sweet Quote is now so Watnison is faster on the straightaways. No, Precious is going into the pits. As Dantanori is going into the pits and Gamerdead is going into the pits as well. Deathpool is staying out, Sweetcone is staying out. Carter is going to stay out as well, but he's So Precious with a faster pit stop than Dantanorio, so he might be having more fuel. Coming out on 4th and 5th. Precious with fresher tires. Hopefully is now getting better through the infield. Carter is in the pits now. So he lost 6th position, but he's now back to 6th. But I didn't see X or Speed Freak going into the pits, but yeah. Deathpool is now going into the pits. Fresh tires. Sweet Bro is in the pits as well. And he's getting fuel. He stays in 5th for now. His teammate is in front of him by 8.3 seconds. Dantanorio is now fighting with Gamerdead for 2nd place. And now I have a déjà vu from last week. So I hope Dantanorio can keep it together and don't making any mistakes. Because Gamerdead is really good in defense. But it was much easier in Branchettes to defend your position, as here in Interlagos the course is much wider. They are about even in high speed on the straightaway here. Dantanori is might getting a little closer there with Slipstream, but he stays in 3rd for now. The really interesting thing is as long they are fighting, they losing time to Pretzels. He's on P4 and we know he's really fast on the straightaways. And he is now back to the pack, fighting for second. So it's much more interesting as D'Antonio is struggling a little bit on the outside of the right turn, and he's now getting under pressure. Preston is going through the inside. Good move of him. But he is now on last turn and they touched again. Preston with a massive slide there. But he is in a slipstream now and we know he's the faster car on the straights, and he's now going to the inside. And he stays on third. Good job to him, but he's struggling again. Going through the braking zone, he's a little bit sliding. With massive oversteering. And this is currently the closest fight. As I see, Deathpool is now sitting on the fastest lap, 1:30.5. So he is coming closer to his qualifying time. D'Antonio lost a little bit in the last turn. And now he got the disadvantage. He might have a little bit of slipstream, but we know the Nissan is really fast tonight. And he can keep the gap. But he's struggling, coming a little bit too wide. Lost his bag. And that brings D'Antonio back to business. And he is going wide. This could be the next penalty he has to serve. Yeah. 2 seconds. It looks like he has or he had some trouble with oversteering there. So maybe his brake balance is a little bit too. Yeah. So he has 1.7 seconds to serve. He's the fastest car on the straightaways. 25 minutes to go. He's coming closer, but can he go for a move? That'd be a good defensive move from D'Antonio there. It's like going into the middle of the track. But Pretzels with a good exit, and he is now going through the inside. Still side by side a little bit, but good move from him. Nice battles going on. Again, it isn't is in front of Bessels by 3.3 seconds. D'Antonio is now back to third. Same scenario. Signs of rain. The person is going from the outside now. Bad camera angle. D'Antonio can keep his BMW in front of the Nissan, but how long? That's the question. Should be good for this lap. Yeah, Sweet Cone is coming closer now by 3.3 seconds, and we have 32 seconds behind is Carter on 6. We are now 26 seconds in front of IJKX, but he still got penalties to serve. It not looks like he is serving his penalties. He's getting even more. He's really cutting corners there, almost. And he's under pressure by Speed 3. They are fighting for 7. Is he trying it? No. He thinks better of it. Alex is now... He's a little bit leaving the track limits too often. He's going too wide. He's almost, yeah, in the infield he's really struggling in the infield with leaving the track's limit. But it looks like he stays by 2.3 seconds for now. Let's take a look on our leader. He's by 12.1 seconds in front of GamerDad. And he get a new best lap time by 1:30.164. So he's already better than in the qualifying. And he's driving again by himself. So if he's yeah, keeping it clean, then it will be the second victory in a row. So he has to go 20 minutes and 30 seconds. But a really interesting thing, then we have GamerDad. He's 2.5 seconds in front of D'Antonio, so it is not safe, because D'Antonio is now trying to close the gap to him. Prettles lost more than 3 seconds in the last 2 laps. And he's now closely have to deal with Sweet Ground with his teammate again. 1.1 seconds is the gap. And Prettles with another time penalty, 4/10. So we have to look on IGKX. He is in the pits about his penalties, and then we have to look on ISRL press lists about his penalties. The other guys looks obviously clean. The gap's under 1 second, and he is probably done with his penalty. We have 0.0, so the penalty should be gone by now. Looks like the two Nissans driving two different strategies. Presence is absolutely the fastest man on a straight, but yeah, setup is a problem in the infield. He's losing a lot of time, struggling here and there a little bit. So he should keep it clean for the last 17 minutes. And D'Antonio is now under 1 second behind GamerDad, and they are going to lap IX. Speed Freak is in the pits. He's getting fuel and new tires. So how is D'Antonio compared to GamerDad in the infield? Is he faster there? Is he about even? Looks like he is a little bit faster. Well, he is much faster at the moment. In the second sector. Oh! He had a little of moment there. In the last turn as well. Carter's in the box. But he stays at 6th place. Then Tenorio is now going for his second pit stop, and he really needs fuel. So he gets fuel for, I don't think he needs fuel for 54 laps. It's maybe 50 per person. GamerDad is in the pits as well. Precious is in the pits. And we got a penalty on top of that, 1.8 seconds now. Becoming close to the 2.3 seconds. So we're coming close to the critical part. You have to get rid of your time penalty before the time race ends. So we got 15 minutes time for that. Speed Freak, he's going to have a good lap time by now. He's improving his personal best, but still fighting with Ikes. He got a 0.2 second time penalty. Don't know if he has still to serve his old penalty, but I think so. He's under pressure by Speed Freak. Deathpool is now in the pits. and Sweetcorn on the pits for their fuel stop. Red Bull stays in front. The gamer that Sweetcorn is now going back to 5th. No, he stays in 3rd. So Dantanolo had a really long fuel stop, but he's now close to gamer that Sweetcorn, and yeah, fight for the 2nd place again. Presmus is now 7.8 behind those guys, so he can probably come closer by that fight here. There we see him in the background with his penalty. There you can see it. So nobody is really much faster than the other one. We have here a little technical issues. I had Dantanolo was switching with GamerDad for 2nd, but instead almost Sweetcorn get into 2nd place. He was in front for like 1 or 2 seconds, so he's still making pressure on him, on GamerDad there. It's a question who got more fuel in it, so his might be a little heavier than the others. But GamerDad is under massive pressure from Sweetcorn and Dantanolo. We have blue flags. It's Ike, so he's driving in front of that battle. But he is still fighting with Speed Freak for 7. But Sweetcorn is now going through the outside. He's not making his move done, but he is still close to him. A little bit of corner cut from GamerDad there. Oh! It wasn't good to struggle there in front of the fight between Ikes. I think it was Ikes or it was Speed Freak exceeding the track limits. But Sweetcorn is now 2nd. Side by side action here with lap cars, oh my goodness. GamerDad is really good in the infield, in his Beetle. But all those guys are between lap cars now. So we have massive traffic on the straightaway now. Speed Freak is he moving away? However, Sweetcorn now got more slipstream than he really needed. Oh, they touched side by side. he's going really defensive there. But he stays in front. The great advantage for the Nissans are really the straights. And D'Antonio is waiting behind them. Who is making the first mistake? And as I say that, we have not even 9 minutes to go in this really interesting race, at least for second place. And it isn't over. It's still the same. Sweetcrown is unbelievable fast on the straightaways, but he is losing a little bit in the turns. Beetle against GT Nissan. They're going side by side. Sweetcrown is now trying it from the outside. Oh my goodness. It's not gonna be long and we have a fight between 3 cars and 1 turn here. So who is making the first mistake? Sweetcrown, yeah. At least Deathpool needs the wins because he's yeah, quite down. The 5th point in the standings. Sweetcrown is now going for second from the outside again. Can he make this move done? No, not yet. This gives D'Antonio the slipstream he needs. You see Gamer is going defensive. He's all over the place. Six minutes to go. Who is gonna be second? Thanks, Sweetcrown. Pressless is still driving with penalties. So next chance for Sweetcrown. Can he get a better exit? But it looks like Gamer Dead with a brilliant exit from the last turn as well. Sweetcrown is now going side by side again from the outside. Can he make his move stick this time? No. Or he makes the contact and Gamer Dead. He lost it. He lost it almost. He can keep his Beetle still in front of D'Antonio, but Sweetcrown, what a massive move. And he's going with 2.1 seconds lead of Gamer Dead now. So he can breathe a little bit now. The last 4.5 minutes. We are in lap 30. If that's on third, so he is now past Gamerdead, but yeah, we know Gamerdead is good in the infield there. And this gives massive points for Sweet Crown. So I think, I'm not quite sure what points the first place get, but I really think Sweet Crown will be, or could be, the champion for the GT sport. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he got 162 points before that race, and he's now going to be second. But D'Antonio is on third in the championship, and he's not far off. So either we get a good showdown next week, or Sweet Crown is champion after that race. I really do have to apologize, I'm not really sure about the point system here in the GT division. It looks like D'Antonio is now coming closer a little bit to Sweet Crown, so this could be... it's almost too late. I mean, we have like 2 minutes. This is gonna be enough for... yeah, for 2 laps now. And he's over 2.3 seconds. He has to go. He has to look into the mirrors because Gamerdead is now coming closer. Good exit. So when the leader is coming through the start-finish line, it would be the final lap of that race. Gamerdead is still fighting. We have Pretzels. He get rid of his time penalties just in time. Carter's on 6. Good consistent driving of him. Speed Freak, he was fighting a couple of laps ago with IGKIX, but he got 0.7. No, he got a 1.2 seconds to serve. We're now under 50 seconds, and it's now I think it's the final lap now. We have Deathpool with 21.7 seconds lead. In front of Sweet Crown, but he got only a 1.7 seconds lead in front of D'Antonio, so he is really going for it, but he has to look into his mirror because we have Gamerdead here and this is really close by 1.4 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Now we have decided this is the final lap, so let's switch over to our race leader. 33 laps. And he is celebrating his second victory in a row. Absolutely consistent driving. And he is now a couple of meters away from his second victory in a row. After Brands Hatch last week, he is now celebrating in Brazil. Nice finish. Let's look to Sweet Crown. He's gonna be, yeah, he will finish this race on second place. Good job to him. Nice fights with D'Antonio and GamerDad. And they're coming in second, third, and fourth. Sweet Crown, D'Antonio, GamerDad. Then we have Pretzels on 5. He lost a little bit in the end from his pace, but still a good drive and a good result for the Nissan team. So he's gonna be finishing on 5th place. Then we have Kade. He will finishing, yeah, everyone else is finished. So 2 laps for Ix, but here is our winner. Pole position, fastest lap, race win. So that was round 11 of 12 of the GT Sports here in ISRL Esports. Thanks for watching and hope to see you next week to our final race. Until then, you have a wonderful evening and we see us. Don't forget to subscribe, put the like button, and we see you in the F1 Tier 3, Tier 2 and Tier 1 next Sunday. Goodbye.